I heard that album, and I'm telling you, bro, like I was genuinely confused at how bad that album was. I couldn't believe the music.
Pitchfork feels differently.
Hey, Pitchfork.
They said it was better than the Blueprint.
Yo, shout out to man.
Yo. Check out the full podcast. Link below.
Man, we got some new albums from Mustard. He just dropped a new album called Faith of a Mustard Seed?
Yes,
is that what it's called?
Faith of a Mustard Seed.
Faith of a Mustard Seed. And then also Ice Spice. She dropped her debut album, Y2K. And regardless of how you feel about the music, because we're not here to necessarily talk about, what you thought of the album and all that other cool stuff. But hey, if you guys are out there and you want to, let us know what you guys think of the album, hit us in the comments, man. But Mustard's album dropped, and he sold 18,000 album units first week. And also Ice Spice dropped, and she, what did she do? 20K? I believe 20K first week. And so a lot of people are having this like weird sort of, I think, kind of like conversation. I'll call it weird because it's really forced by Mustard. Mustard, he looped in the whole racial angle. He started blaming Drake. He's saying like he's almost copping pleas for why his album sales were so low. But I know Q, you brought this up and you wanted to have more of a high level combo because again, it's not necessarily about them particular albums. But would you say that these low album sales is an indictment on rap? Like, is rap just like at a low point, or is this more about these guys?
Yeah,
how you feel about that?
I think so. It's funny. We had before the podcast started, we had this conversation, and I said I think Mustard's low sales is because people I can't think of somebody saying, "Yo, you want to check out that new Mustard album?" Like I can't think of somebody saying that, right? You know what I mean? As good as Mustard is, right? See, right, Scotty, right? And then I said, I think Y2K with Ice Spice, they saying, who wants to listen to an Ice Spice album? Two completely, I know it sounds like I said the same thing, but it's kind of like two completely different things I said. I think with Mustard, it's like these days to get a consumer to listen to a full album, you got to have like some type of incentive or you got to have a pill. You gotta, I think something tied to it, maybe whether it's a controversy or, you got Drake on your album, I think that'll make people listen to it. And then I think with Ice Spice's situation, I think people are starting to value talent more in the hip hop industry. Which is great because I feel like there was once upon a time where talent, it didn't really matter as long as, you had clout, cool, you can go on there and say whatever. But I think it's a sign that we want talent. And for me, I think Ice Spice is cool. Ice Spice is cool. Apparently she's taking Ozempic. She looks great, looks in shape. I like the beats that she raps over. But I would not call her a talented rapper. And I think her selling low is a sign of people saying, yo, we only want to listen to people who are talented, full albums of people who are talented. I think that's actually a good sign in hip hop, but at the same time, I do think it could be troubling because now you just can't put out anything. You got to make sure you put high quality stuff out there, and I think a lot of people aren't capable of doing that.
Hey, look, bro. First of all, I feel where you're coming from. And you're right. I don't think anybody in their right mind, maybe unless they're Ice Spice fans. I think she calls her fans the Munchies, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what grown man would want to be called a Munchie, but hey, we're going to assume they're all kids, guys.
Is Munchie a bad thing? Isn't being a munch a bad thing?
Yeah, it's right?
It's derogatory. So why would she?
Yeah,
why would?
Bro, I don't know,
she
man.
call her group Munchies?
I don't know, man.
What?
Who cares?
All right,
But the point is this. My problem with Ice Spice's, the reception of Ice Spice to me, which by the way, she got some joints I rock with, so I'm not trying to act like I don't enjoy some of her music, because I do. But I think that she is a result of clout and litness and this whole craze and trend of women shaking their ass and doing all this other stuff, it don't translate to people wanting to check out your music if you're not talented. Right? So I think that's the key. I think at the end of the day, this goes back to talent, specifically with Ice Spice. Like when you listen to her music, because I heard that album and I'm telling you, bro, like I was genuinely confused at how bad that album was. I couldn't believe the music.
Man, Pitchfork feels differently.
Hey, Pitchfork.
They said it was better than the Blueprint.
Yo, shout out to man. It's don't even get me started on dog. You know that album ranked higher than like dog. I saw a whole list. No, that's actually true.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're bullshit. It sounds like
Not
Blueprint.
BS. I don't know what they gave.
Bro,
Blueprint.
I saw an actual list of all the albums that were ranked lower than Ice Spice's new album, and I couldn't believe it. 2014 Forest Hills Drive, Future's self-titled, double disc. Also the Hendrix album, Mad. Utopia was ranked 5.7. Yo, can we get to Pitchfork? Yo, y'all are done, bro. But this is not even about Pitchfork. This is not about them. They don't know what they're doing. Clearly,
okay.
We care about talent at the end of the day, and the litness, this whole like craze, internet culture, bro. It don't translate to music sales. We want music. Who's making the music that people care about? That is what is going to move the needle at the end of the day. It's not you shaking your ass with Kai Cenat on a live stream. Like that ain't going to do it. It's going to get you the social media clout, but bro, ain't nobody checking out that music. If you ain't raw. But now Mustard on the other hand is a different case. I will say this. I think that's disingenuous from you. I don't know if you're doing it on purpose, but I do feel like Mustard musically, his albums have always been good and they've always sold well. I think Mustard selling low is just a result of him just not being hot. He hasn't been in the limelight and putting out music for a very long time. That's what I would say. But Scotty, what do you think?
So for Ice Spice first, Ice Spice, I feel like everything that she has done so far has been manufactured. I don't think that she's a real a real artist. I look at her as someone that's like a creative player. In my opinion, I've never heard anyone, even when I'm out in Chicago, out in the city that I'm in, I've never heard anyone riding around playing Ice Spice. I've heard people listen to Sexy Red before they listen to Ice Spice. I think, in my opinion, that Sexy Red will have a longer career than Ice Spice. Ice Spice is just popular right now, and just for now. And I don't know how long that popularity will run for. Yeah, she surrounds herself with people like Central C, Pink Panthers and stuff like that that make good music. Right. I don't even think Central C is going to last that long because, my opinion, I think like UK drill rap, it's from New York drill rap, and New York drill rap comes from Chicago drill rap. So these are all different things that come from, the source, which is Chicago. And how many times are we going to recreate that wheel? How many times are we going to have NY drill beats and UK drill beats, niggas rapping on that shit? Like, how long is that going to last? Like, I give it a year or two. Like, in my opinion, before something else changes. I give it a year or two before something else changes. Like, we're gonna get new. They're gonna the music industry is gonna start cranking out more motherfuckers to replace these other people that's gonna eventually fall off. In my opinion, like they're gonna have to. They're gonna have to keep on cranking these people out because kids sure. You got TikTok, you got. And shit like that, where people are dropping music every day. There's millions of artists, and they can pick out anybody that they want. So like, I think that Ice Spice, I just don't think that it's gonna translate over within a year or two. I think.
Hey, real quick for you. Sorry to interrupt, but as you saying, I wanted to ask both of y'all a real quick question. What's the difference between Ice Spice and Coi Leray?
Coi Leray is talented.
I like Coi Leray.
I
like Coi Leray.
I agree with that, but the similarities, I feel there's a lot of similarities, right? For example, debut album selling low. Everybody clowned. Remember, they clowned Coi Leray's. She sold like 11K, right? Most people don't think she's talented. I didn't say you. I actually think she is.
I agree.
Most people are like, who is this girl shaking her ass on TikTok? What are you doing? We don't care. And that's why I asked the room, like, what do you think the difference is, and why people view them differently? And you say you think she's talented.
Well, I
That
think
so the difference comes back to talent.
So
correct?
I think Coi Leray's case. So Ice Spice is sticking to one sound, particularly one sound. It's like a make or break for her, like that drill New York Jersey club sound, right? Mm-hmm. Coi Leray is actually pretty versatile. I've heard her do R&B. I've heard her do like hard hitting hip hop joints. I've heard her in club bangers. Like Coi Leray seems pretty versatile, and in this day and age, versatile is the name of the game. If you are not a versatile artist, I just don't see a path for you to stay long. But however, I do want to say Ice Spice, maybe she's just a figure. Maybe she's just a social media, somebody who can come around on TikToks and, just because, like I said on the last episode, she has a very interesting face. Like, I've not seen this face before. So, like, maybe she's somebody that can stick around on that, spectrum.
But I think somebody like her, you got to have personality, and I don't know if she has that. You get what I mean? Like, you kind of like if what you're saying is true, then she would have a longer.
She got personality. She's from New York.
The thing about Ice Spice is that
she's hella bland.
She's had
like, real talk.
Ice Spice has had so many weird allegations on her, like being autistic. Like there's literally people have even like tried to like break down like her facial structure on like how kids that. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. And then another thing is that guys like a girl that will just bend over and then shake ass. Like her first dance move, as soon as she hits the stage, is to shake ass. Like there's nothing else that like I don't even.
She don't even look happy doing
it. Yo, bro. Yo, she was on Kai Sanat's stream, and Kai was like, "Yo, hey, let's freestyle." Yo, he put a beat on. He thought she was really about to freestyle. He's like, "Oh shit, about it. Let's go, come on, bro." She turned around and started twerking, dog.
Damn,
it's like, fam,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic, and then
it's wild.
Yeah, and that's why I like Coi Leray though.
Is she real black? I like Coi Leray too. I think Coi Leray's future is bright.
Yeah.
But no, we want to know what you guys think. I mean, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, man. Like, is Ice Spice, is her lack of album sales, is that an indictment on, I guess, the game as a whole, or is this Mustard. The fact that and Mustard as well? Is rap going downhill, or is it more, hey, we ain't trying to hear from these particular artists for this particular reason? Y'all let us know.
Listen to the full episode. Link below.